Hello, and welcome to Subnautica. I'm Ferg, and I'm going to do a review of what is essentially one of my favourite single-player exploration games currently available on Steam. And as you probably noticed, it's on early access, but do not let that put you off. Yes, it's early access, that's not the point. It is a joy to play. It is gorgeous in every possible way. Playability, just visually, it is stunning. The updates are consistent and are turning up every 2 months, I think it is. It's roughly between 1 to 2 months depending on the size of the update, but it is on time and it has been getting bigger and better with every update. That being said, the farming update has quite literally just been released. So, if you need a combine harvester, you're out of luck, because you can't have a combine harvester at the bottom of the ocean. Well, you probably could, but, you know, you're only a single player. You don't have a factory or any combine harvesters. So theoretically, you could make... Listen, that's not important. Forget the combine harvesters. Farming. We're going to try and... Well, we're not going to be able to do that in the first video. As much as I hate to say it, this is one of those games that is going to take up some time in your life. And because it's an early access, and with each of the different development updates coming up every couple of months, the chances are you're going to have to start over and over and over. So again, that might put a few people off, but it shouldn't, because it's brilliant. So just grow a pair, you giant Jessup. Anyway, that's yeah. So anyway, just cause I just had to say it, early access Subnautica is being developed by a little known indie company known as Unknown Worlds Entertainment. And well, actually for a launch project like this actually really does define an unknown world. This little flagship, you quite literally have crash landed on a water world, or at least certainly what appears to be a water world. A large expanse around your crash site is nothing but deep water in many cases, and it's up to you to stay alive at all costs. And as the game is developing, there's a very distinct possibility we'll find out what caused you to crash in the first place. No idea if it's going to turn out that you're going to escape, or if there's even going to be the opportunity to add extra players. Though I have to confess, I love a little bit of co-op in this game. It's also worthy of note, if you're expecting it to go PvP, I suspect not. This game is not a violent game. If you're expecting guns and explosions and all the rest of it, killing fish, then first of all, you're an idiot, and second of all, go back to Call of Duty and Battlefield. No. Filth. No, in this case, all of your weapons, shy of the survival knife, I might, you know, if you really need to be pedantic, all of the actual ranged weapons in this game are non-lethal. They certainly might disorientate and certainly might scare off creatures, but this game is not about killing stuff. And I'll be perfectly honest with you, if you do go around trying to kill things with your survival knife, you will come off worse. So, yeah, in this case, there really is a bigger fish in this ocean. But without further ado, Subnautica. New game, nice and simple. There is creative mode, but I'll be absolutely blunt with you. Creative mode is really there just to have a little peek behind the curtains. I mean, yes, it gives you a chance to look at all the lovely stuff that you can build and do in the game, but you're not going to be playing that for more than maybe an evening tops. Because, well, you can build everything. You don't really need to worry about dying. But it will give you a chance to look at some of the developer stuff that's sitting back there but hasn't been thoroughly implemented into the likes of survival mode and whatnot. But, you know, it's just curiosity's sake. Lovely. Hardcore, like survival, lots of, if you don't run out of oxygen, don't get eaten, don't drown, or more to the point, over thirstification. Yeah, you know what I mean. Don't die of hunger. Don't die, because if you die, that's it. Tough. You get one life, and you could have done all sorts of wonderful stuff, and that's it. Personally, I'm not a permadeath kind of guy. I really don't do permadeath. I've got a level of frustration and stress in my life. I don't need permadeath. It's depressing, and just, you know, just face it. You're depressed. No, sorry. Squid. Freedom mode. If you've been playing Subnautica a bit and you're doing the early access jaunt, Freedom mode has been an absolute lifesaver. For me, anyway. I don't want to speak for anybody else because, let's be honest, their opinions don't count. But in Freedom mode, you quite simply, you got... Sorry, I don't even know why I said that. That was harsh, but funny. Freedom mode is quite simply... Yes, you can still drown. Yes, you can still be eaten, but you don't have to worry about the little managing kind of thing. The whole, I've got to get down there, I've got to manage all the food and the water and the stuff in the air. Oh my god, I've been threatened. And yeah, there's no need for that. But if you are going to be replaying the game and the early access does require you to go back to old saves and play new stuff, then the Freedom mode is fantastic. Because you can just go out there, explore, get things done, come back, do it, build it, make it, rock it, and then straight back out there. So, yes, if you've been playing it over and over like I have, which is, this is probably going to be my 8th, 9th playthrough, probably, can't remember, then that's a lifesaver. It's also a major time saver. And then, of course, survival mode. That is exactly what it sounds like. Just don't die. Manage your resources, try to stay on top of your game, and you will enjoy it. Plus, on top of that, the reason for playing survival mode over freedom mode is because you unlock all the other bits and pieces that can happen. For instance, if you want the gardens and you want to see what happens when you have the vegetation and whatnot, and you want to actually really feel the benefit of being able to grow your own food, then that's survival mode for you. Freedom mode really doesn't give you that level of satisfaction. That being said, this is the new update. This update has literally just come out in the last couple of days. And the farming is the new thing. We've been kind of waiting a little while for this. It's been hinted at, then it got pretty much admitted to happening. And now that it's arrived with all of the other bugs fixed, this is going to be a joy to look at. And if you can't tell by what you're seeing behind the menu, then you're in for a treat. So I'm just going to throw myself into freedom mode because that way I can just show you stuff as opposed to actually have to go looking for food at the same time. So here we go. Also worthy of note, even in experimental mode and the ordinary modes, every now and then the game can crash whilst loading. Just restart the game and enjoy. But this is looking good.
Attention. Hull failure imminent. All personnel abandon ship. Launching in 3, 2, 1.
Nice. Oh, that's the Aurora. Was being the appropriate word. Ooh. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, that's going to be painful. Oh, right in the face. Going to be picking your teeth out your ass for a while now, mate. Oh, nice. Nice effect. Oh, yeah. Good technical support there. Just smack it one. It's been known to work on everything. Dude, could have waited for the other guy. Or not. So, yes. I haven't really had much of a look at this. So, I'm going to be kind of throwing you around it. Welcome to the escape pod. This is essentially your first port of call in the game in a big way. It's kind of going to be super important. And yes, it looks like it's wibbling around a bit. That's because it is. Oh, that looks good. Look, smoke rolling across the top of the cabin now. Oh, that's lovely. So, anyway. Storage container. Couple of flares. Couple of purified waters. Couple of nutrient box. I don't actually need these things because, obviously, I'm not playing that mode. But within, just so you can see, this little inventory slice also comes with your blueprints. All the things... What? Communications. Oh, that's new.
Message.
Radio test entry number 1. Goes at 1. Okay. That was...
Attention. Detecting increased local radiation levels. Trend is consistent with ongoing degradation of the Aurora's dark matter drive core due to damage sustained during collision. Continuing to monitor.
The Aurora. There she is. And she's going to stay there for a fair while. But that's the thing. Actually, let me just stop right there. You know how I said the game was looking gorgeous before? This is the new water effect that they've integrated into the game. My word, that looks fantastic. I'm just going to say that because it needs saying. That looks... It can wait. That looks absolutely fantastic. Now, I'm just going to... I've got to show you the water itself. What was that? Nah, whatever. So, welcome to the game environment. You are going to see a lot of... Whoa, hello, boys. Yeah, they're not aggressive, but you don't want to get too close because otherwise they drop these little pods that create a cloud of poisonous gas-ish, mucusy stuff. You're going to be collecting things like metal salvage. You're going to be integrating with all sorts of other bits and pieces. That is a floater. It floats. Go on.
Emergency. 10 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Yeah, that's a thing. That's going to happen a lot. Oh, nice little cough at the end there. Like it. Love it. So, yes, there's also other things like the acid mushrooms. You're going to need those for things like batteries. You've got quartz that, if my read-through of the new stuff is correct, is no longer as important as it used to be. You still need it for things like glass. You still need it for various construction materials and whatnot. But it's not as important as it used to be because you had to use the quartz specifically for things like silicon rubber, which you're going to use tons of. Also, it's just mentioning there breaking for some limestone. I think I'm going to go do that now. Without a stone... Oh, nice! Look to the new titanium. Smashing. That looked gorgeous. It used to just look like a sort of block before. It's just an item block, just to give it a physical representation of the game. Yes, I am getting deeper, and yes, this is a kelp garden. Oh, and that fish there that you can see rolling around, that's a stalker. They are one of the first, most dangerous critters that you're going to bump into in the game. Now, creeper vine pods are going to be used for now, the silicon rubber and various other bits and pieces. They're really important.
Emergency. 10 seconds of oxygen remaining.
They don't make any noise until they charge, and by that point you're already in deep caca. And... Oh, nice!
Continued degradation of the Aurora's drive core may cause a quantum detonation. Calculating risk assessment.
Wow.
Death by malnourishment, 7%. By physical injury, 11%. By exposure to radioactive crash site materials, 19%. If the drive core is breached, probability of death increases to 65%.
Oh. Excuse me a second while I just... Yeah, isn't she a ray of sunshine? Don't worry, it's a 37% chance that your day is absolutely scuppered. Just... Oh, just let me And what you're actually seeing there is those little flicks where my HUD just suddenly goes bleh for a moment. There's a good reason for it. If I hit tab, so yes, you've got your inventory with the wow, they've gotten bigger. Wow, that is considerably bigger. You've got your blueprints for all the stuff that you can build that's already stored in your suit and pod's collective memory, which is actually quite nice. Don't worry, you won't forget blueprints despite your change in location. You will always know where they are, which I actually really like. That works for me because it's futuristic. The amount of data we'll be able to store by this level of civilization should be insane. Your log basically means that you can go back, you can replay these. That's actually kind of a new touch. I'd seen those before, but these new log entries, there's a lot of them. But hey, you know what? You can organize them as you see fit. You've got the photo album. That's what those little flicks were. Just hit F11 and bang. Later on, you can frame pictures around your habitats and just kind of like go, ooh, look, I've got this beautiful picture. Oh, data banks. This is... Oh, nice. That's lovely. It's got the background, the kind of texty I like this kind of stuff. I can't help myself. It's wait, standard provisions? Well, none of that was in there. Well, there was like a couple of litres of drinking water, and there was 2 emergency flares, 1 assorted replacement parts. I get the sneaking suspicion I jumped into the wrong one. Solar power, wall-mounted fabricator. Yeah, short-range communications relay. 250 kilometers. How useless is that? Anyway, that's not important. But yes, that's your inventory. It's gonna jump. Oh, that was nice little animation. That's new. You keep on beeping at me.
Playing message.
No, you didn't. Never mind. Not important. So you fabricated the next most important, probably the most important piece of kit you're going to have in this game is your fabricator. You can't carry it around. You need to have a place that you can get to it. But you can build fabricators in your habitats, on your submarine. More about that later. I'll do a video on that. It looks great. Oh, I love it. But your fabricator basically allows you to do things like breaking down resources. For instance, those large titanium majiggy-majigs. You can just break that down and you get pieces of titanium instead.
Warning. Local radiation readings exhibit characteristics consistent with total degradation of the Aurora's dark matter drive core. A quantum detonation will occur with a probability of 85.5%. Advise observing a 1 kilometer safety range.
I really hope I'm over a kilometer away. Because, you know... Hang on, isn't that like an Aliens reference? Surely I'd need to be further away. I mean, it's dark matter drive. There must be... Ah, it's alright. It'll be fine. Actually, I really want like a lead nut shield. You know, just so I can... Oh, get in. Sorry, folks, I'm just going to take a moment and enjoy that view. That is brilliant. Just going to F11 that. That's brilliant. Oh, that is so... Oh, sorry. I'm having a nerd splatter moment here. That is just... genius. So anyway, sorry, I'll let me get back to this. So yes, fabricating, just breaking down basic materials is important. You're also going to need things like silicon rubber and glass in order to build other bits and pieces. I'm going to need some silicon rubber. Let's get some of that down here. Yeah. So you need 2 creep clusters just for 1 unit of silicon rubber.
A new message has arrived.
A new message. I'm dubious on this.
Playing message.
Yeah, you're useless. Shut up. Right, basic materials also, yeah, more silicon rubber, methinks. All of this stuff here means that I am going to be able to make stuff. I appear to be still moving. That's kind of funny. glass. That looks like they've remodeled the glass as well. Those are advanced materials. I'm not going to have access to them yet. That's probably for a later video. I'm going to require things like copper, though, to make batteries and stuff. Then, of course, you've got your personal tools and equipment.
Seismic readings suggest a quantum detonation has occurred in the Aurora's drive core. The central dark matter reactor will reach a supercritical state in T-minus.
Wait, what?
10, 9, 8.
Oh, wait.
7,
No.
6,
Oh, this could be
5,
interesting.
4, 3, 2.
Woo! Whoa! Get in! Oh, that looked brill! Pretty certain no one's having kids within the nearest kilometre of that thing. That's a Geiger counter going off. Not happy. Look at that. Oh, the front end of the ship is wrecked. Well, sorry mate, but that's not going to fly again. Anyway, nighttime, underwater, suddenly becomes an entirely different gaming experience. If you had doubts before that this wasn't one of the most beautiful games you were going to see this side of 2017, then I want to just say, shut up. Gonna catch a fish? Catch a fish. Come here. So yeah, I've caught a fish. All of the fauna can be analysed. In fact, as I go through the game, I can also get hold of things like scanners and whatnot, and use them for stuff. You know what? I'm just going to set this little bad boy go. Come on. There you go. Grab some more silicon. Actually, there's one particular type of fish that I could really do with grabbing. In fact, there we go. Air sac. Come here. Oh. Air sacs. These guys are so useful. You are going to need them. You're going to need them for a lot of things. So I'm just going to put that away. Seriously, that's not getting old anytime soon. That just, wow. Just, wow. Yes, so for the time being, I'm going to leave this this particular little review from here on in. Seriously, if you have the time to actually just have a nice playtime game, just something that you can want to relax down to, this would be my choice. It has been my choice for the last year or so. It really has set a standard for some of the indie games that I've been watching appearing in and out. I don't even know if there's anything else that comes even remotely close to how wonderful this game is. Oh, really? Really? Sorry, just having another moment. But seriously, Unknown Worlds Entertainment have been using this as their little flagship. If you can find this on Steam, back it up. Get on board. It's early access, and yes, there are bugs. Yes, there are the occasional flaw. But by this point in the development, which is, I believe, version 29160, by the looks of it, February 2016. Yes, that'll be the one. The game is already in an entirely playable state. It is by no means completed, but seriously, just do yourself a favor. Get on board. This is just gonna be. It's gonna be the relaxing game that you were looking for when you had that stressful time with the thing in your pants and whatnot. And yeah, just do it. Just do it. I've told you to do it. Just stop asking questions. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I'm probably going to do another video once I've progressed through this a little bit further and show you some of the more interesting bits and pieces.
A new message has arrived.
A new message has arrived. I'll bet you there hasn't.
Playing message.
Yeah, when you said this thing was broken, you weren't kidding, were you? Really weren't. Again, my name's been Ferg. This is Subnautica. And yeah, I'm really, seriously, that shirt with those shoes, just don't. It's not a good idea. People will make fun of you. Right, thanks very much, and yeah, subscribe, like, share it with your friends. See you later.